friends. How are you on this misty morning? So we've come out here to Stoney Point today to try and get a picture. I picked this spot today because it's always been a challenge for me. It's gorgeous. There's these great rock patterns, but there's very little background interest. But because it's so misty today, I thought maybe nothingness would be perfect. So we came here to try this. We're gonna explore the rocks over here and see what we can find. It's beautiful out, so, well, I think it's beautiful. It's gray and it's misty. The challenge today is gonna be keeping lenses dry, but I think we can make something of this today. So let's go. Let's play around. So I've mentioned I have trouble here at Stoney Point because the rocks are fantastic. There's just big rock formations that kind of jut out into Lake Superior, and they have these great cracked patterns in them and grasses and mosses growing up out of them. But I'm never sure what to do. There's never like a background. Everything's kind of cluttered. So as a grand landscape, it doesn't really work. It's a pretty place to be, but not necessarily a good photograph. So I'm changing it up a little bit this time on my visit here and concentrating on the rocks and the patterns and the plants that grow in the rocks. So I came across this tiny little pool, little triangular pool in the rock that has this little red plant growing in it. And it's right there in front. Did a polarizer, of course, to kind of take some of the glare off the water. And then I've got in here little red leaf growing in that little pond. Shooting at an ISO 100 f11 and about 1/3 of a second. But that's my little composition. So I think to try and combat some of the struggles I have here with landscape, I'm going to do some kind of close-up detail shots of these rocks. And hopefully it'll yield some better results for me here at Stoney Point. But it's a gorgeous day, I think. Misty and rainy, so. And I'm enjoying it. Oh, I forgot my filters. Hold on, I'll be back. All right, so I've got this fun little composition, which is a crack in the rock, and there's these plants with these just really dark green and vibrant red leaves growing on them. So I'm gonna try and just get a shot of that as a diagonal running through the frame. So I'm just dropping in a little bit of a 2-stop neutral density here. I'm getting a little reflection off the rock, and because I'm so close to the camera with this shot, so this is this little crack right here running through my frame. There's my composition, just kind of in tight. So shooting with a polarizer, again shooting at an f11, ISO 100, exposure is about 1/2 a second. But because I'm so close to the rock is probably like 1.5 feet, 2 feet in front of me to the nearest subject, and then stretches out to probably 4 feet into the background. I'm gonna focus stack this, and it's gonna be probably four or five exposures of focusing in the foreground, focusing a little further into the frame, focus a little further into the frame, focus a little further into the frame. And then we take those into Photoshop, blend them all together, and get a sharp image front to back, so that these little plants, this little ridge line of plants, is in focus all the way through it. So I'm gonna take these 5 shots now, and then we're gonna explore a little bit more around here, see what we can find. well, I think we're gonna pack it up here at Stoney Point. I don't know, again, it's been a challenge for me. I think I got a couple of nice shots. I like the one of the moss growing through the crack. We'll see how that comes out when we get that on the computer at home and look at it. But I think we're gonna pack up, head up the hill towards Tisher Creek, and then over the hill near Hawks Ridge, and look for some fall color. The leaves are starting to turn here, and it's getting super pretty. So this is my favorite time of year. I love the fall. So we're gonna go explore that, see what we find on the drive home. Hopefully we find something really pretty. We'll stop along the way and we'll make an image. All right. Also, here's to hoping the coffee's still warm in my car. So I've stopped off here at Amity Creek and driving up the road here. This is Seven Bridges Road, and it's a pretty great little road. But as you can see here, the fall color is kind of starting to just go off. So I'm driving through here looking for some gorgeous fall color shots. And I spotted a little trail coming down here. I'm pretty sure it's Superior hiking trail cutting through here. But down the other side, little creek, it's Amity Creek. And what I'm hoping will be some cool fall color. I just gotta figure out if and how I can get down there for this shot. Oh, that's pretty right there. I think I found a way. All right, so we've come across shot number one here at Amity Creek. And this is kind of it behind me. We've got a stream running up, little fall color up into here. And I'm doing back here, if I step over these rocks and scramble, see my camera position right here. And right in front of me, I've got some moss on a rock as a little bit of a foreground element, and the stream coming through around in the back. So I think this should work out pretty well. There's the image on the back of the camera for you. 2-second exposure, ISO 100, f9, using a polarizer to take the glare off the rocks, and a 3-stop graduated neutral density to knock down the exposure of that sky, because it's just kind of sheet gray. So we're knocking that down a little bit, and also a 3-stop ND filter to slow down the shutter speed and give me that 2.5 second exposure to smooth out the stream, because that's the look that I like. It's water over rocks with a little fall color. So I'm gonna explore this spot just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna maybe see if I can't walk up the stream a bit and see if I can get some of this fall color against the dark rocks as a nice contrast. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I think we're going to call that here at Amity. It's starting to rain just a little bit harder, and I'm not really finding anything right here. That shot back there with a little stream coming through, we'll see how that turns out. I don't think it had the pop of the color I'm really looking for, but it's still a little bit early, I think, in fall season. We're about a week into fall officially, but then it's been a little bit warmer, I think, here, so fall may come a bit late. So we're gonna wrap it up here at Amity, and also formerly Stoney Point, where we started our day. I just wanna take this moment to thank you for coming along with me. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And give that little bell a ring if you want some notifications when I post videos. So as always, here from Amity Creek in Duluth, Minnesota, thank you for coming along with me, and we'll see you next time.